What if I told you that everything you've been told about 1111, 222, 333, and other angel numbers is only the surface of a much deeper truth? You've probably seen them, maybe even felt that rush of excitement or reassurance when you catch a glimpse of those repeating digits. But what if I told you that these numbers aren't the divine signs you think they are? What if they're just a distraction, a clever illusion keeping you from the real message the universe is trying to send you? Buckle up, because what I'm about to reveal will change the way you think about manifestation and the signs you're desperately searching for. You're looking for signs, right? You're waiting for the universe to show you a confirmation that you're on the right path. But here's the catch. The real power isn't in the numbers. It's in something far more personal, something inside of you that you've been overlooking. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the truth about 1111, about signs, and about manifestation. And trust me, it's not what you've been taught. Are you ready to uncover the truth that will shift everything you know about attracting your desires? Let's dive into the real message the universe has been trying to send you, and it's been inside you all along. Angel numbers such as 1111, 222, and 333 have captivated many spiritual seekers, with each number often attributed to specific meanings like spiritual guidance, love, balance, and harmony. However, the interpretations of these numbers vary widely across different belief systems and sources. For some, these numbers represent messages from the universe or angels, while others see them as simple coincidences or signs that require personal introspection. The range of interpretations reflects how these numbers are malleable and can be assigned any meaning based on one's perspective and current life situation. The subjective nature of angel numbers becomes evident when we consider that different people interpret the same sequence in vastly different ways. For instance, one person may view the number 222 as a reminder to maintain balance and harmony in their life, while another might interpret it as a call to trust the process of life and have faith in the unfolding journey. This discrepancy highlights that angel numbers do not have a fixed or universal meaning, but instead take on significance based on personal beliefs and the emotional or spiritual state of the individual encountering them. In spirituality, the meaning we assign to these numbers often speaks more about us than the numbers themselves. The truth is, these angelic symbols may not carry inherent messages, but rather they are reflective of our inner thoughts, desires, and needs. When we see these numbers, it is often a mirror for our own emotions and state of mind. Therefore, the meaning we assign to angel numbers is deeply personal, rooted in our own spiritual journey, and serves as a guide for our inner growth. Ultimately, it is our understanding and connection to these numbers that shapes their significance in our lives. In the realm of spirituality, angel numbers have gained popularity as powerful symbols that supposedly carry messages from the universe. However, the abundance of interpretations available online often leads to an overload of meaning. Take the number 222, for example. It is interpreted in countless ways. Some see it as a sign of love, others as a message about cooperation, while some believe it represents a need for balance. The sheer variety of meanings associated with a single number can dilute its significance, making it so vague that it could be applied to almost any situation. This overinterpretation creates a dilemma for those seeking clarity. With so many possible explanations, individuals may find themselves constantly searching for the right meaning, unsure of what to focus on or believe. This flood of interpretations can lead to confusion, causing people to lose sight of their personal connection to these numbers, and instead rely on external sources for validation. In turn, this creates a cycle of dependence, where spiritual seekers are more fixated on decoding numbers than on cultivating their own inner wisdom and self-trust. The real challenge lies in analysis paralysis, an overwhelming state of indecision due to the sheer number of interpretations available. Instead of gaining clarity, individuals become trapped in a loop of overthinking, which distracts them from what truly matters in their spiritual journey, cultivating internal clarity and confidence. Angel numbers, while interesting, should not be the focus of one's spiritual practice. Instead, it is the quiet trust in one's own intuition and inner guidance that provides true insight. The key to spiritual growth lies not in interpreting numbers, but in trusting the signs and wisdom that arise naturally from within. In the realm of spirituality, numbers are often seen as powerful symbols that hold hidden messages from the universe. However, the truth is that numbers themselves are blank slates, devoid of any inherent meaning until humans assign significance to them. At their core, numbers are neutral entities. They don't possess qualities like love, faith, or spiritual alignment until we project our own experiences, desires, or emotions onto them. The power of numbers comes not from the numbers themselves, but from the meaning we ascribe to them based on our personal interpretations. The way we interpret numbers, such as 1111 or 333, is deeply influenced by our individual experiences and emotional states. These numbers become mirrors, reflecting back to us our inner needs and desires. For instance, one person might see 1111 as a sign that it's time for a change in their life, perhaps a shift in career or a new spiritual path. Another person, however, may view the same number as a gentle reminder to take action toward their goals, encouraging them to move forward with confidence. In both cases, the number holds different meaning, demonstrating how our subjective experiences shape the significance we give to these numbers. This phenomenon highlights the personal nature of spiritual symbols. The meaning we assign to numbers is not universal, but rather a product of our inner worlds. Our emotions, fears, hopes, and desires play a crucial role in how we interpret these signs. Rather than looking to numbers as objective messages from the universe, it is essential to recognize that the true power lies within us. The ability to create meaning from symbols and use them as tools for self-reflection and growth. In the spiritual world, both numbers and words serve as powerful symbols, but their meaning is never inherent. The way we assign meaning to these symbols is deeply influenced by our personal perception, shaped by our emotions, life situations, and subconscious desires. For instance, a number like 444 may evoke a sense of reassurance and protection for one person who is going through a challenging time, while for another it might simply be a random sequence that holds no particular significance. The significance we attach to these numbers and words is a reflection of where we are in our lives, the emotional state we're in, and what we might be seeking at that moment. Our personal experiences and desires often color the way we interpret spiritual symbols. If someone is seeking a sense of safety or guidance, they may see repeated numbers as signs of divine intervention, aligning with their deep need for reassurance. On the other hand, someone in a state of contentment may not assign the same level of importance to these signs, perceiving them simply as coincidences. Our inner world, what we are feeling and what we are focused on, shapes how we view and interpret the world around us. Moreover, cultural and societal frameworks also play a significant role in the way we perceive numbers and words. Different cultures attach various meanings to symbols, and this cultural context shapes the way we understand them. For example, in some cultures, the number 444 may be seen as a powerful sign of divine protection and guidance, while in others, it might hold no spiritual significance at all. This underscores the fluid and personal nature of spiritual symbolism. Ultimately, the meanings we assign to numbers and words are not universal truths, but are instead reflections of our unique perceptions and cultural backgrounds. The human brain is an incredibly powerful tool, naturally designed to recognize patterns and make sense of the world around us. This ability is crucial for our survival, as it helps us identify recurring events, understand cause and effect, and navigate our daily lives. In the realm of spirituality, this same pattern recognition manifests when we begin to notice repeated numbers like 1111, 333, or 555. These numerical sequences often appear to us at specific moments, and many people believe they are signs from the universe, a form of synchronicity meant to guide or reassure us. However, the truth lies in the workings of our brain, which is continuously scanning for familiar patterns and connections. Once we start noticing a particular number, like 1111, our brain becomes more attuned to it. This is where the phenomenon of psychological amplification comes into play. The more we focus on a specific sequence, the more we start seeing it, even in situations where it may appear randomly. Our brains, eager to confirm the patterns we believe are significant, start to highlight these occurrences, reinforcing the illusion that the universe is sending us a message. In reality, it's simply our brain's natural inclination to seek out patterns and create meaning from them. This process of pattern recognition and psychological amplification can be empowering, especially when we interpret these signs as affirmations or synchronicities that affirm our spiritual path. However, it's important to recognize that these signs are not external messages, but rather a reflection of our own mental focus. The brain's role in creating and reinforcing these patterns underscores the importance of mindfulness and awareness, reminding us that the true power lies not in the numbers themselves, but in our ability to shape the meaning we give to them. The psychology behind the perception of angel numbers is deeply rooted in cognitive biases, particularly confirmation bias. This cognitive bias leads us to focus on and remember occurrences that align with our beliefs, desires, or emotional needs. When we begin to notice a specific sequence of numbers, like 1111 or 333, our brains are naturally inclined to seek out further instances of these numbers, reinforcing the belief that they carry special meaning or significance. For example, if you believe that 1111 is a sign of alignment or divine intervention, every time you see it, your mind will latch onto it as proof of your belief. On the flip side, when these numbers don't appear, we often overlook or forget these instances, further strengthening the idea that the numbers are meaningful only when they align with our expectations. This selective attention plays a significant role in how we perceive these angel numbers. It's not that the numbers themselves are inherently special, but rather that we are actively seeking them out because they fulfill a psychological need for reassurance or guidance. In this sense, the meaning we assign to these numbers is a product of our own mental patterns and biases, not an external message from the universe. The brain's tendency to recognize patterns and assign meaning to them also creates a sense of control over our reality. By perceiving these numbers as signs or affirmations, we feel as though we are part of something larger than ourselves, like we are receiving guidance from a higher power. This illusion of control and connection can be comforting, but it's important to remember that the power lies not in the numbers themselves, but in the meaning we choose to give them. Recognizing this can help us become more aware of how our perceptions shape our spiritual experiences. One of the most empowering aspects of working with angel numbers in spirituality is the realization that we have the ability to create our own meaning behind these numbers. Rather than waiting for external signs to give us guidance or validation, we can use our imagination to assign significance to the numbers that resonate with us. This gives us the freedom to shape our reality intentionally, aligning our thoughts, feelings, and actions with the energy we wish to attract. For example, when you see the number 333, instead of looking for a prescribed meaning, you can decide that it symbolizes courage, growth, and the alignment of your personal goals. This personal interpretation becomes a tool for manifestation, allowing you to direct your focus towards what you want to create in your life. Creating your own meaning is a powerful act of empowerment. By consciously assigning value to certain numbers, you are taking control of the narrative around them. Rather than feeling passive or reactive to external signs, you become an active participant in your spiritual journey. This shift in perspective allows you to manifest your desires more intentionally, as you are now consciously aligning with the energy you wish to manifest. It is no longer about waiting for a sign from the universe. It's about deciding what those signs mean for you and using them as stepping stones towards your goals. Manifestation is driven by intention. When you align your thoughts and actions with a clear purpose, the universe responds accordingly. By creating your own meaning behind angel numbers, you begin to notice that the more you believe in your own power to shape your reality, the more quickly your desires begin to materialize. This process reinforces the truth that the universe is a reflection of your inner world, and your ability to manifest is directly tied to the meanings you assign to the symbols around you. In the world of manifestation, one of the most important factors for success is confidence. The true sign that you are manifesting is not found in external signs, such as angel numbers or synchronicities, but rather in your own inner certainty. When you truly believe that what you desire is already on its way, you no longer need any form of validation from the outside world to reassure you. The power lies in knowing that your desires are aligned with your purpose and that the universe is responding to the energy you are putting out. This belief becomes the driving force behind manifestation, propelling you to take the necessary actions and align your thoughts, emotions, and energy with your goals. Relying on signs like angel numbers can often be a form of seeking external validation. It's easy to fall into the trap of waiting for a sign from the universe to confirm that you are on the right path or that your manifestation is coming to fruition. However, true manifestation comes from a place of trust and self-assurance. When you are constantly looking for signs, you may be inadvertently signaling to the universe that you are uncertain, doubtful, or lacking faith. This can create an energetic block, slowing down the process of manifestation. Manifestation is an internal process. It begins with your own belief that you are worthy of your desires and that they are already on their way. When you trust the process and trust yourself, external signs become irrelevant. You no longer need numbers or coincidences to validate your path because you are confident in the certainty of your own manifestation. The real power lies in knowing that what you seek is already on its way, regardless of any external validation. In the journey of manifestation, constantly searching for signs, such as angel numbers or other external cues, can be a crutch that hinders your progress. When you rely on these signs to confirm that you're on the right path, you're essentially saying that you don't fully trust your own ability to manifest your desires. This lack of self-trust can delay your manifestation process because, instead of focusing on the internal confidence and clarity needed to attract what you want, you're distracted by the need for external validation. It becomes a cycle of doubt and dependence on external forces rather than cultivating the inner knowing that you are fully capable of creating your reality. Trusting yourself is one of the most powerful tools you can develop on your manifestation journey. The more you trust in your own intuition, decisions, and ability to create what you desire, the faster you will see results. When you let go of the need for signs or external affirmation, you open up space for your desires to flow to you naturally. Trusting yourself means having the confidence that the universe is already aligning to bring you what you want, even if it doesn't look exactly how you envisioned it or happen as quickly as you expect. Building this trust allows you to manifest with greater ease. When you stop waiting for signs and start embracing the belief that your desires are already on their way, you begin to align your energy with your goals. This alignment attracts the opportunities, people, and situations that bring your desires to fruition. The key to faster manifestation is not in looking for signs, but in trusting your own ability to create your reality and having faith that everything you desire is already being brought to you. And there you have it, the truth about 1111 and manifesting signs that you've been missing all along. I hope this has opened your eyes to a deeper understanding of how manifestation really works. Remember, the power has always been within you, and it's time to trust yourself and your own ability to create the reality you desire. Now I want to hear from you. What's your take on the 1111 phenomenon? Have you been relying on signs to guide your journey, or do you feel ready to take full control of your manifestation power? Drop a comment below with your thoughts or share any personal experiences you've had with angel numbers. I'm excited to hear your perspective and start a conversation with you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into manifestation and spiritual truths, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and remember, the universe is always responding to your inner world. Until next time, keep manifesting and trust in your power.